What we've got here is the TreVolo S, the very first electrostatic Bluetooth speaker by BenQ. You might know BenQ, they make really awesome projectors and PC monitors, I believe, as well. Now, when you think of electrostatic, you might be thinking of this. In my case, I was thinking of Grease. Remember the film Grease from the 70s? This is why.
Hydromatic. Ultramatic. Why could be grease lightning? Grease lightning.
Oh, grease lightning, you're burning up the corner mile. That's just how my brain works. Cheers. Normally you always bark. Now, are you going to be good while I make this video, yeah? Come on, get down. Bluetooth tracking device. I'm going to actually give a couple of these away on the next video, so look out for that. Anyway, what a way to start a video. Let's get back to the product, shall we? It doesn't look that big, does it? But the sides, they fold out. Now normally, with a conventional speaker, you'd have like a housing that sort of allows the sound to resonate. But with an electrostatic speaker, all you've got is these thin panels. And there's two subs there, each of them are powered by their own amplifier, and there's also two passive bass radiators on the sides at the back as well. It's got NFC, so you can just tap your phone on it and it's going to pair it the regular way as well. Or obviously if it's already paired once, you just turn your Bluetooth on and it'll find it and connect to it. That's what it's done.
I awake to find no peace of mind.
Now there's a button on the top that says mode. When you press that, it toggles between like the standard mode and 3D mode, and it does sound significantly better with it on, so I don't think there's really any reason not to have it on all the time. You can connect it to two devices at the same time, and it also comes with a really cool app actually. It's nice having an app because if you haven't got an iPhone, you don't get to see the battery status up the top, but with this you can just click on that and see what battery you've got left. It's on 100% because I've had this connected to my PC, and then you can toggle on the 3D sound, you can toggle that on and off. And there's also a duo mode button which sort of guides you through connecting it up if you've got two speakers. If you've got plenty of money, you can actually buy two of these and pair them together. You've got two choices when you pair them. You can either pair them as left and right, or you can pair them in party mode, which is, you know, independent speakers but two of them playing at the same time. And not only on Bluetooth mode, they also pair when they're connected to the USB. So if you did want a really classy setup for your PC speakers or your laptop, you could connect one of these with a micro USB port to the back of your PC or your laptop.
Don't leave, shut your mind off and let your heart breathe. You don't need to be worried.
Now check this out. While it's connected to my PC, I'm able to actually make a Bluetooth connection from my phone. And it still maintains its connection to the PC. I can just press play on my PC and continue listening to music.
I'm just so difficult, but I'm not just a mess up, I'm a mess of your love.
Design's great. I like the buttons. The copper detailing around the subwoofers looks nice, and the mesh on the front. I love the colour. If you look at it from the side, it sort of points slightly upwards. It's not at a 90-degree angle to the table that you put it on. Build quality, love it, really do. Visually, I think it's brilliant the way it opens up. Now, the one downside with an electrostatic speaker is that the sound is going to come at you in the direction of the membrane. In this case, it's directly towards you. Now, obviously, the sound's going to fill the room, but if you really want that sweet spot, you've got to be sitting in front of it, preferably like level, so it's It's not down low or high, it's, you know, you're facing it. If you're working in an office or you've got it in your bedroom or whatever, you would just put it down pointing towards you, ideally. Now also, the sound comes out the back as well as the front. You can control the sound setup by just moving it closer or further away from the wall behind you, because what that does is the sound that comes out the back gives you like a more of an ambience, and also it does help improve the bass from the subwoofers here. Now with regards to the bass, it's not like that rich bass that you would be familiar with say a Bluetooth speaker like this one. I've actually been A/B testing these two. I did it the other day. Hello?
Hello.
How you doing? I'm actually doing a time-lapse video of me listening to a Bluetooth speaker with Joshua in the background drawing a picture. Bit random. Yeah, right now. Nice. When you go side by side with the electrostatic and the conventional speaker, this sounds like there's someone singing in the room that you're in. But with this, it's like someone's chucked a blanket over themselves and then they're singing to you through a blanket. There's just not the same realistic vocal sound that I think you get out of this electrostatic speaker. So I've really enjoyed using it actually. This is definitely lighter on the low end, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. If you're into dance music and having it up really loud, this probably is not going to be the speaker for you. But if you really do like clarity of vocals, because that's the strong point here, and like if you was listening to piano music or jazz or maybe blues, this seems to hold the clarity at a very low volume, which I was really pleased about. So if you like sort of low level music that's not like woo, 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 you might find that this is right up your street. So what comes in the box? You get a manual, it's in all languages, so you won't have no problems there. Comes with a carry case, I haven't even took that out, and it comes with a wall adapter as well for charging, but when I've had it plugged in via the USB cable on the PC, it charges on that as well, which is good because not all speakers do. Like this one, you have to charge it with a mains plug, which is a shame because I like being able to charge off a micro USB cable, which you can do with this. Now when it comes to giving you a demonstration of the sound quality, my microphone's really not going to do this justice. I need to get a decent mic. If you are interested in listening to a fairly accurate reproduction of the sound quality, I'm going to put a link in the description to a website where you can A/B test a ton of different Bluetooth speakers, and this one's listed on there. I will say that because this is the only electrostatic speaker that I believe is on there, the guy that does it, he does a great job. He places it in the middle of the room. Now because the electrostatic speaker sends sound out the back, what you really need to do is be slightly away from a rear wall so that the sound that comes out the back can then become ambient and add to the quality of the sound experience. So when you listen to the A/B test on this website, if you are interested, just remember that the bass will sound lighter than it will actually be unless you're placing it in the centre of a room somewhere, in which case it's an accurate representation. You should be able to hear the quality of the vocals on that. As always, there'll be a full review on the website, and there's a link in the description to that review. There's also product links in the description if you're thinking about buying it. Go through those links if you can. Should we see what the price is like? Okay, so on amazon.co.uk it's up for £149. Amazon.com, if you're in the US, it's $199. So that sort of puts it in league with the Bose SoundLink speakers of that sort of quality. And guys, I think that's pretty much it. Keep your eye out for this video that's coming of this TreVolo device, because I'm going to give 2 of these away to you guys because I like you so much. That's if you're a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, you may as well subscribe now, and then you've got a chance to get one. As always, thanks for everyone that leaves comments. I really do appreciate it, and hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon.